My project involves matching high school Spanish speakers and also 8th grade. So high school and 8th grade Spanish speakers with elementary school students in the Spanish immersion program at my elementary schools. And so they meet once a week for like fun Spanish sessions where they just get to practice Spanish and, have a good time. Right, so I was in the Spanish immersion program when I was in 5th grade and I really enjoyed it. So, and a big part of the program is the immersion part. Like that's how their students learn Spanish so well. So when we went into the pandemic, I wanted to do something to help because the immersion aspect was very much disrupted by distance learning. So I contacted the program director at my elementary school and I asked her what I could do to help, and she told me that if I could help elementary school students or the immersion students practice their Spanish, that'd be a good thing. So I came up with this program to help. Well, it's impacted the local community of the students around here in the Bay Area. So the elementary school Spanish immersion students get the benefit of practicing Spanish and having fun with Spanish, not just like drilling it in school or associating it with that sort of stuff. And they also get the benefit of like the social aspect of it because they get to interact with their students their age and practice their Spanish with them in like a fun setting. And then the older students, the high schoolers and 8th graders, they get to practice their Spanish as well, interact with the younger kids, and they get to, what's the word? Well, they also get to learn the responsibility of taking care of them, like even over Zoom, because a lot of kids our age don't have experience with interacting with younger students. I really love just like interacting with the students. Um, the kids, like they have so many fun things to talk about, and then our conversations go all fun places, and then after I have stories like that I tell my mom and stuff like that because we just have a lot of fun. um, so it's really that part. It was way more fun than I was expecting. Not that I was expecting it to be like super dull, but I didn't think they'd be so enthusiastic about talking about everything. Well, I've definitely grown a lot more confident over the course of this project. And like I've learned like how capable I am in this sort of situation, because previous to this, I hadn't really exercised my leadership skills in this sort of way, coming up with a project and then taking it from start to finish and running the whole thing and problem solving and sending all these emails and stuff like that. So I was not necessarily worried, but I wasn't sure how well I'd be able to handle it. And then I realized, even over the course of this year, because it's been a year since I've done the project, I've grown a lot more confident in, messaging parents with like authority because I have to, tell them what to do to participate in the program, and contacting the other students my age um, and coming up with solutions to their problems. So I've become a lot more confident and I feel more capable. And then I know that this has like been carrying on to other parts of my life as well, because I can like feel how much more confident I am when I'm in leadership roles. So that's something I'll carry with me. Well, I have an interest with helping people, especially younger students, in that sort of like tutoring and imparting my knowledge capacity, like academic capacity. That's what I meant. So like my other volunteer activities, like in the past and now, include like peer tutoring and stuff like that. So that's something I've always been interested in. And I, this whole program is kind of about, sharing my knowledge of Spanish with younger students. And um, so that's how. Um, Well, I guess I it's maybe consider like how I can expand the program, because the little kids were so enthusiastic about it, or like they liked it, that I was wondering like how would other students feel, or how would they feel about a new language, or if we put it in a new school or something like that. And then also um, how would they feel like if we were to expand it so they can meet in person, or like meet their buddies in person, because I've had a chance to do that, and it's really fun. So right. So I've been running this whole year. I've been running the program by myself. So like I've been in charge of all the problem solving and scheduling and all that. But I've started recruiting younger students, or like just a year younger than me, people who still be here when I graduate, and showing them like how I do things, and um, you know like helping them learn how to take over once I graduate. And then, like I said, I think in the future, a good avenue to explore, or a few to explore, would be like new languages added to the program, because we don't have other immersion programs in my district other than Spanish. But in our middle school and high school, we have more languages. So French is very popular in my middle school, and my high school has Mandarin as well. So those are useful languages to know. So um, I think that would be a good thing to add to the program, like another branch of it, especially since French is, more similar to Spanish than other languages. So it wouldn't be too big of a leap to make. I personally learned a little bit of French when I was younger and learning Spanish, and I know that it's easier to learn that knowing Spanish. So I think that would help. Or sorry, not that would help. That would be a good path to explore. And then also expanding it to other schools, because I know there are other schools with Spanish immersion programs near me. So that could be another thing to do.